Hi, I'm Daniel from Daniel Skapturos Web, Brand and Print. Today I'm going to be going through the BE Novation backend of the website. And I'm going to be taking you through how to log in to the backend, how to add a web page to your website, how to edit a page, how to add or remove content within that page, and how to edit the menu bar on your website. So you might want to add a page or remove a page, and I'm going to show you how to add it to the menu bar. And lastly, I'm going to show you how to edit the footer of the website, just in case you ever have any email changes or phone number or address location changes. I'm going to show you how to edit that. So I'm going to start with how to log in. So you can see here I've already logged in, so I'm just going to log out, and I'm going to go to the main domain. So currently the website looks like this, benovation.co.za. To log in, all we're going to do is type in /user-login. Press enter. That'll take us to the login page, and I'm going to email you the information via email. So I'm going to give you the username, which is here, and I'll email you the password. Okay, so that's the first step, logging in. Just a quick overview of the dashboard. This is the backend dashboard. You can see here this is the main section you're going to need to understand. Any changes you want to make. One day when you have a blog, when you add a blog, this is where you'll go to create new posts and categories of your blog. Media, if you ever have to upload any video or image or audio file, this is where you'd go. You go to media, add new, and here's the section where you want pages. So all I'm going to do is to add a new page, you're going to click add new. In the heading here, we'll type in test page, and here I want to add some content. So I'm going to copy and paste some content from an email. Okay. So this is actually a list of services that BE Novation provides. So I'm going to turn this into a list, a bulleted list. So it's really easy, just highlight the text and select the bulleted list icon. I'm going to quickly remove this. Okay, and I want this to be a heading, areas of expertise or services or industries. So I want that to be the largest heading. So the largest heading is heading 1, and as we go down the list, the headings sizes get smaller and smaller. So let's go with heading 2. And I want to highlight B-BBEE, and I want to make it bold. So just highlight the text, make it bold. I want to add a link to the CETA website, so I'm going to highlight the text, and I'm going to look for the CETA domain name. So there's the CETA website. I'm going to copy the link at the top. And I'm going to link to that page. So the URL I've copied and I've just pasted it. And the title, I'm going to say CETA. And make sure if it's not a link to another page on your website, make sure that it opens in a new window or tab. So I'll add that link. And that's more or less our page. So some other things to consider is this section here, page attributes. I want it to be in its own section. I don't want it to fall under any of the other pages that already exist. The template. For now, we're just going to leave it blank, but you can choose from the pre-made templates. Here under page options, I want it to go into the main menu. It's really easy. I don't have to go into the other section to add it to the menu. I can just add it straight here. So I'll click here, main menu. And the type of layout I want is I'd like a sidebar on the right. So I'm going to click that. And the type of sidebar, currently we only have one type of sidebar. It's a blog type of sidebar, but we can add that at a later stage. And then we're just going to go back to the top and click publish. And how to view this page? Well, just go up here to the top navigation bar and click view page. And there's our web page. Here are the pages I added earlier. As you can see, our new page, which is called test page, has not been added to the navigation bar. So that leads, but before we get to that, I'm just going to go back to the page. If I need to edit this page, it's really easy. I'll just go back to the dashboard and I'll go to pages, all pages, and then I'll click on the page I want to edit, which is test page. And I'll also want to add an image here. So I'm going to click enter again, and click add media. So I also want to add the logo again into the page. It's important when adding images, always have alternative text. Just in case for some reason the image doesn't want to display on the person's computer, type in alternative text that can be displayed in place of the image, just in case. So I'm going to put in BE Novation. Attachment display settings. This is all about how the image will appear. So I want it to appear in its full size, and I don't want to link to anywhere, so I'm just going to say none. But if you want it to link to another website or another page on your website, you would just click here, custom URL, and then you would say, you would copy and paste the link. For example, let's link it to the home page. So I would say http://beinnovation.co.za/ and that would link that image to the home page. But I don't want any for now, so I'm just going to click none. I'm going to insert that into the page, and I'm going to click update. So now I'm going to view this page, which you can click up here, and there's our nice logo in the just below where we wrote those services. There's a couple of things to notice here. There's no header section, so it's a bit strange to have this section so close to the header section where the initial logo is. So the way to get around that is, if we go back to edit page, and look at the page options, we want to make sure that this is turned off. So I'm going to save this. And then I'm just going to go quickly change some settings in the overall settings. Okay, and now I want to see, I'm going to go back to view page, and there should be now a header section underneath the main logo. Perfect. So there's the heading of our page. I might just want to change later this the way this looks, but on the whole it's looking quite nice. I'm going to also add a bit of space between this black section and this heading, but you don't have to worry about that. By the time you get to it, it'll all be functioning well. So just a few other things we can do with our post. That's the easiest way to create a page and put information on a page, but there is another way, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. There's the other way to do it, where it gives you more control over the page, the layout of the page, is in this section here, page options. So instead we're going to just remove all of this, and here we're going to say add section. So now I've got this bar here. I want to add an item, and I want to add a column. There's a column, and I want this column to be the full width of the page. So now it's full width, and to actually put some content inside the column, you click on that button there, and I'm going to paste that information that we had there before. Actually, for now, let's just paste the heading. So the best way to do it is to paste it into this section and style it the way you want. So I want it to be a header, heading 2, and then there's a toggle bar here. Make sure to toggle to your text and then copy and paste this text. Then go back to your column content here and paste. And the alignment of the text, let's just leave it as is. You can add an animation, you can make it fade in, let's just add that. And what else do we want to do? Give it a title. You don't have to give it a title. It won't, whatever you put here won't appear in the actual website. Okay, so that's one column. To edit that column, the text in that column, just click on this icon here, and I want to add a list here. So I'm going to go back to that list, and I'm going to paste it into this section. Paste. Once again, I'm going to turn it into a list. So there's a bulleted list. Let's make it a numbered list this time. And I'm just going to remove this stuff here. I'm going to make all the BE abbreviations, I'm going to make them all bold. I'm going to make this one bold and this one bold. And I'm going to link this procurement database to another page on our website. So highlight the text, click on the link button, and I want it to link to, the easiest way to do this is to click on this drop down icon, and I want to link it to the services page. So I'll add the link, and I also, then what the best thing to do is to toggle onto text and copy and paste, copy all of this text here, scroll down and add that there underneath the heading. Then we can save this and remove this text from this section here. I'm going to make this, okay, so let's just save this and see how it looks on the website. A way to save time is to open the page in a different tab. So I'll right click and click open link in a new tab, and now it's opened up the page to the right. So it looks very similar to how it did before, but now I'm going to show you that with this type of page construction, we can actually give this section, break this into columns, this section here. So I'm going to make this into half. Now it's going to take up half of this space here. And I'm going to add another column to the right. And on this, I'm actually going to, instead of adding a column, I'm actually just going to add an image. And I want to make it half the size of the other column with text in it. And inside here, I want to put an image. So I'll just browse. And to upload a new image, I'm going to click upload, select file, and I'm going to add a nice pattern image. And once again, whenever you're uploading images or any kind of media, make sure to fill in this section here with the alt text and the title. Make sure the title is written nicely. Ambessa Dieline 3. So I'm going to copy that, paste it into the alt text and select file. Image width and image height, you don't have to worry about this. It should make it the full width of the column. We don't want it to have a border. And align, let's just leave it as default. And let's leave all the other settings as is. So there's the image in there, and I'm going to update. Now we're going to look at the page. So I'll go back to the page and refresh. And there's our nice image. And you can see how it's a column of its own now. And if we were viewing this on a different device, for an example, an iPad or an iPhone, it might look something a bit more like this. You can see the image just kind of falls underneath the text. So I'm still not happy with how there's no space between this black section and the text section. So I'm going to go back to our page, and to give it some more padding at the top, what we have to do is we have to go to that section which contains the column of the text and the image, and click on this edit button and scroll down to the bottom of the settings and add padding to the top. So I want to give it maybe, let's say, 50 pixels of padding, and I'll just save this. Now refresh the page, and now we have some really nice padding at the top, and it just looks so much more readable now. You could add any image you like here, and that's how we do a more advanced type of page building. But as I said before, for the most part, you won't have to worry about this. You will probably, if you're adding your own new pages, you're probably going to just use this section here. So I want to delete this page, and I'm just going to click here. I'm going to go update. And I'm going to show you how to add this page to the main menu. As you can see here, it's not appearing anywhere in the main menu, but I want it to appear as its own section. So I'm going to go back to my WordPress dashboard and I'll go to Appearance, Menus, and here is our main menu. So I want to add it to here. So I'll just click on this checkbox here where it says Test Page, because that's the name of the page we want to add. And I'll click Add to Menu. And now you can see here it's added the test page, but I want it to appear right next to About, in between the About and Services tab. So I'll save the menu. And now I'm going to refresh the home page. And there you can see we've added our new page called Test Page. So to remove that page, or let's just say we want that page to be a child page in the About section. So basically when I hover over the About, I want a drop-down menu to appear underneath here with the link to the test page. So all I have to do is go back to Appearance and Menus, and all I have to do is I can put any of these pages as a child underneath the About page. So I'll just drag this underneath the About page, and you can see now it's to the right. The test page is slightly indented compared to the other ones. I could add it under any of the other pages, but I want it under About, so I'll leave it there. I'll save the menu. I'll refresh. And now you can see About has a little drop-down icon, and here is the link to this subpage. So I can click on this and it'll take me to our test page that we created. So you'll notice with the test page is that it doesn't have a footer, whereas the other pages have this footer here. So the best thing to do is, when we create a new page, is to copy the elements from the other pages. So to do this, click on, for example, let's use the About page. Let's copy the About page. Okay, so we scroll down to the bottom and we want to export this page and copy this text here and go back to our test page. Click Edit and go down to the settings here for the page options and click Import and paste the same text that you just copied from the About page. Click Import and then click Update. So if I refresh, if I go back to our test page, it's going to look exactly like the About page. But it's not exactly the same because we have this page set to have a sidebar, which is pulling in this section here, and it's condensing the other section of our page. So I'm going to go back to our page and I'm going to click on Layout. I want it to be a full width, no sidebar page. So I'll update that. And I'll refresh our page. So now our test page is looking exactly how our About Us page looks. And there's our lovely footer at the bottom here. So to edit this section here, this footer section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go scroll down to the bottom here, because the way this page builder works is this is a section, this is one whole section with two columns. One is a wide column, and this part here is a smaller column. So this is another section, the founders. This is another section. This by itself is another section with the black background. And here is another section. That's the last section in our page builder. And I can see that it has 3 columns. If we go back to the page, there's 3 columns, 1, 2, 3. And to actually access the information, let's just say we want to change the address. All we have to do is go to the column on the right hand side, click on the edit button, and I can scroll down, and here I've got the address. So I don't want to edit any of the other information that I've got here. So you can see there's a this other information is actually code, but here where it says address, that's not code, that's actual writing. And here we've got the address. I want to add a new address. So let's just say Durban Central, comma 4001, KwaZulu Natal, South Africa. And I'll just click save, changes here at the bottom. Then I'm going to update the page. And I'm going to refresh our page, and you'll see that the address is now going to change to what we just wrote. Perfect. So that's how to edit the footer. And that's all we're talking about today. I'll be doing another tutorial to cover a few essentials of WordPress and maintenance, but this is surely enough to get you going. In my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add a gallery, and then I'm also going to show you how to back up your website and update plugins, because one of the things about WordPress is we use plugins to add extra functionality and extra features to your website to make it richer and a better user, give you a better user experience. So I'm going to show you, and with those plugins that we use, the companies who make them, they're constantly updating them, and they need to do that to keep, firstly to keep them secure, and to keep the website as to keep the standards of the website modern. And it's really important to keep things up to date on your website. So thank you very much.